This video is supported in part by Retro Days, a place for nostalgia nerds to gather, share memories, chat, and engage. Go to retrodays.com or check their YouTube channel linked below. Hey, who among us would want to take our favorite retro games out with us when we're on the go? And there are ways to do that now, but they can be a little convoluted. The holy grail is to have a system that's easy to use, quality audio, quality video, and affordable. Well, I have the new Evercade unit here from Blaze. Is it going to tick all those boxes? Let's find out right now.
Don't you know that you're a grown up? No games, no puns. Not allowed if you're a grown up.
Hey there, welcome back to GenXGrownUp. I'm John, I am a GenXGrownUp. Thank you for checking out this video and the rest of the channel. We cover retro video gaming a lot here. Maybe some would say disproportionately to the other parts of the Generation X experience, but we can't help it because that's in our DNA. At least it is for the guys that make up GenXGrownUp, myself, George, and Mo. All three of us grew up saving our quarters to head down to the local arcade on the weekends, and so we spend a lot of our adult life as GenXGrownUps chasing the high of that retro game excitement. And now, not unlike going up and throwing a quarter into Street Fighter II, a new challenger has entered the arena in the form of the Evercade Handheld platform. Now, the Evercade promises to be a platform dedicated to retro gaming. This base unit that I have here was $99 and ships with 3 packs in it. There's an Atari, Data East, and Interplay. Now, if at any point in the course of this video you decide that an Evercade is for you, I will throw an affiliate link in the description down below this video. You can click, go straight to Amazon, and get one for yourself. But let's not get ahead of the game here. Evercade has a lot of promise. I've heard a lot of rumblings. I've avoided all of the other reviews that are out there. I want to find out for myself what this presents, what it offers, and whether or not it's right for you or me or anyone. A real quick look at the box here before we get into the star of the show. So this is the Evercade Premium Pack that has Data East, Atari, and Interplay included. And the back kind of runs down the claims that we kind of know, right? You're cartridge based, you can play on your TV at 720p through HDMI, you got a large 4x3 screen, 4 hours of battery life, great stuff. But let's get into it. All right, let's go ahead and slide off this outer sleeve. Ready to play again. All right, Evercade. What do we got? Instructions? Don't need those. Oh, look at there. All right, I'm going to save that for after. Let's set this aside. That's the main console. Let's see what we've got inside of here. All right, so as promised, we have some packages. So here's the Atari Collection 1, the Data East Collection 1. There's the Interplay Collection 1. All right, we'll get to those. Also in the box, we just have a micro USB charger. Why are these things not USB-C? I'm so tired of keeping track of these different USB chargers. But okay, micro USB. I guess it's cheaper. Fair enough.
You filthy animal.
Let's get into talking about the device itself. So first impression in my hand, it feels very sturdy. Not super heavy, but sturdy. I'm feeling these shoulder buttons are very clicky. That feels nice. These other buttons clicky. Those are pretty kind of spongy. Try the D-pad. Kind of a rocker D-pad, like there's a click down available. D-pad feels okay, we'll see how it plays. In addition to control buttons on the face, I see we've got a menu, select, and start here. We've got a speaker, like stereo speakers maybe, here, left and right. So on the bottom, we have a volume up down, looks like a headphone jack. There's that charging port. Flipping it around here are those left and right clicky bumpers that I was talking about. There's our mini HDMI, power on off here. And on the back, there's the cartridge slot. All in all, I feel like the device itself is a really nice build quality. So you can look at kind of the fit and finish around the edges. You know, it's like looking at a nice car. Like, do the doors and the body panels line up, or is there a unnecessary gap or something? But it appears to be really nicely put together. It feels nice. I like the how the buttons are printed down inside of the button, so it's kind of that pearlescent look on the buttons. Overall, my first impressions of the device are very positive. What's a console without games? Let's move into talking about the games that come in this. So here are the 3 that come along with this. This is cartridges 1, 3, and 4. You can see labeled on the side. The Atari Collection 1, the Data East Collection 1, and that Interplay Collection 1. I definitely want to do a sampling here because this video is reviewing the unit, not so much individual game packs, but let's start with the Atari game pack because it's Atari and I love Atari. Let's crack it open. Haha, a little you know, when's the last time you bought a physical copy of a game and it had an instruction manual in it all about Atari? Look at the different games. This is This is decent artwork. I mean, this is the kind of stuff you would see like in a coffee table book in a very, very small version. This is quite nice. Look at the quality of that. I mean, I'm not mad at this at all. Hey, Adventure! Oh, Yar's Return is on here? All right, get down. And then the game pack itself. All right, now that's kind of flimsy and light here, but I mean, I know there's not a lot of electronics in there to deal with, but yeah, it's nicely labeled, it's clear, it's got a definitive kind of a swooping form factor. Moment of truth, let's give it a try. Now, oh, this goes the other way. Oh, look at that, I just noticed. So they've printed the collection on the back as well as the front, because when you put it in, that's what you can see. Wow! That is a nice design. Look how the cartridges really just follow the lines of the device. That's a nice little touch. I'm very happy with that. Blaze, you're doing good so far. You're making me happy. Now's the time to pop it on and see what we got cooking. Evercade. Well, the speakers sound pretty decent, actually, I'll tell you. Oh, so across the top here we have battery. Just Evercade at the top, tells me 1 of 20 games, the year. So this is a nice thing about emulation. Don't just throw the games at me. Tell me a little something. Now, it's not much. It's just the year and the name and the kind of the genre. But that's a nice kind of something that fans of this are really going to appreciate, I think. I love Adventure. We'll come back to Adventure in a second. Adventure Asteroids. Yeah. 2600. There's Food Fight for the 7800. That's a great title. Missile Command. All right, let's try a couple of these. Let's start with Adventure, just because I love it so much. Yeah, all right, so let's start, maybe? Yeah, and we're in. I got to pick the hardest version, level 3. We don't appear to have any like difficulty selection. Like I mentioned, it's not here either. Now we have a menu button here, and go in the menu. Now this is pretty cool. Return to game, but we can have save states. Save states on my Atari games. Thank you very much. And how many? Like dozens and dozens of save states. Look at all that. Why would I need 30, 40, 50 save states for my Atari? But you can, and it's per game. Yeah, and some settings in here. So let's see what the settings do. Original ratio. Well, didn't it say it's a 4:3 screen? It's clearly not. It's a 16:9. Yeah, original ratio is what we want. All right, what's it look like in, what's the other version? Wide? That's the only settings we have. Full screen. No. That's not how that's done. All right, let's give it a try. Yeah, Adventure. Okay, there's our black key. Let's go unlock the Black Castle, shall we? Okay, the screen has a problem. Look how it doesn't have a great range, kind of a viewing angle, because this map is kind of dark blue and light blue, and there's almost no contrast when you tip just the wrong angle. You can barely see it. So that's kind of a problem. I think they probably cut corners here on the screen, which means that depending on how you hold it, look how much difference there is. Depending on how you hold it, there may or may not be able to see what the heck's going on. Yeah, oh, you have a dragon. Hey, dragon, how you doing? Yeah, just guard that key. Leave me alone. Yeah, just go and eat it. That's fine. So that screen angle, that's a problem. Wow. All right, let's try another game. So menu, right? We can come out of here and quit game. Yeah, okay. Let's try Asteroids. We said that was on here. There it is. Start. Speaker sounds great. It really does. Ouch. And you'll notice when the background is high contrast, like this black and bright Asteroids, I don't notice that fade on the screen so much. It's in low contrast areas that it has some problems. Let's try another cartridge. Let's try that Data East. All right, here's our Data East collection. We have 10 titles in this one. Yeah, so Bad Dudes, Burner Rubber, Burger Time. Oh, look at Burger Time. What version of Burger Time? Let's find out. That looks not vertical. That's probably an NES or something. Let's find out. We love Burger Time. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's definitely an NES. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's Burger Time. Drop a bun on some fools. Yep. What is in our Data East collection? Burger Time, The Crude Dudes, Fighters History, Joe and Mac, Karate Champ. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to guess most or not all, if not all of these are going to be NES. Yeah, we had the same version of Bad Dudes in my arcade cabinet not too long ago. Yep, same deal. Let's take a quick look at the Interplay collection. Interplay has just 6 titles. So Battle Chess, Boogerman, Clay Fighter. Oh, Clay Fighter, awesome. That's got to be also NES or maybe Super NES. I don't know, Earthworm Jim. And that plays pretty smoothly. Look at that. Get up there. Ouch. Cow launched. Awesome. Throwing snowballs. You gotta take advantage of all these different buttons here. Yeah, fool. Oops. Ow! My snowballs. All right, Blaze Electronics, not bad. Let's talk about what we've learned then about the Evercade. So let me just point out first, I'm reviewing the hardware, the package that ships for $99. I'm not talking about the games inside or what games are included or whether or not they're the right games. We're talking about the hardware as a platform. If you'd like to know more about the game packs themselves, I have more game packs actually. I'm up to 6 or 7 of them. If you'd like to see those reviewed, just leave me a note down in the comments below. Tell me which one you'd like to see, and we might do that as well. But here, we're focusing on the hardware. So, build quality, pretty darn good, I have to say. I love the clicky shoulder buttons. I love the feel of the buttons on the face. The D-pad is responsive. Sound, similarly, is pretty darn good, man. It sounds clear. It's no crackling or anything. There's no tearing of the sound. And that brings us to the display. Now, the display, arguably, is the most important part of this, and I feel it's the part that Blaze half-stepped on a bit. You saw just a second ago how the viewing angle is less than desirable. If you tip that just a few degrees away from you, you're gonna lose contrast and not be able to see what you're doing. And for a video game, the display is like one of the top things you've got to get right. Now, I've got to mention that we're not restricted to just playing this on the subpar screen. Remember, this does have a micro HDMI port, and by plugging that right in, you will get an output on your TV, including all the video and sound, just like you would have playing on the console itself, but projected to your monitor or TV. Now, in this case, I just grabbed something I had just played, like Burger Time from the Data East collection, and aside from a little softening, a little anti-aliasing that I'm not a huge fan of, the gameplay is great. I will say there's negligible latency between when I touch a button or move in a direction and it appears on the screen via HDMI. But here's the problem. Even though this looks great, the Evercade is designed to be a handheld system. So if the way to play it where it looks great is to play it on a TV that's not included with a handheld, that I can't play on the bus or on the subway or on a drive or whatever, then is it really, does it count? I mean, I think I've got to review this on the merits of the screen that are included. I think the HDMI output is a great inclusion, but I can't factor it in terms of quality of the device. It's just kind of icing on top. So if you happen to be a game enthusiast who may not be interested in going to manually dig up these ROMs and emulators, and you really just want a packaged device that makes it easy for you to play on the go, we have those save states. That's fantastic. That's something you might not get easily with every emulator without a keyboard handy. But my biggest complaint probably is with that screen. The screen is just a part of that retro gaming experience that you can't take shortcuts on. You need that to get the experience and really enjoy it without having to micromanage the angle that you're holding the device at. So all of these things taken into consideration, I'm going to give the Evercade Premium Pack from Blaze 3 tokens out of 5. I'm very intrigued with where you're going with this. If you do a future version, you know, an Evercade 2 or an Evercade SE or whatever people tend to do with hardware these days, upgrading that screen could easily bump this up by another token or token and a half, quite frankly. And 2, as the platform evolves, what packs you offer and what games are available, that is going to dramatically impact the popularity, acceptance, and permutation of this little unit in the gaming community. Man, I sure hope you found something in this video to enjoy, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, you made it to the end. If you liked this video, the best way to say thanks is to watch one more. Here are a couple suggestions that you just might enjoy. And if you love our content, maybe consider becoming a Patreon supporter by following the link on screen.
Unacceptable for grown-ups. Your dinner cannot just be french fries.